Hey, good morning. BigH Trucking sitting at the 90, 10 hours earlier than I have to be. I made a call yesterday. I don't know if you watched yesterday's video. I asked if I could come up early in the morning. She said we don't open till 8. I said, okay, I'll be there by 9. She said, fine, perfect. So sure enough, I came here. How they have you do it is, there's my trailer. They make it detach from your trailer, drop it, and then they come by and pick it up. Interesting, I've never had that happen to me. So, first things first, my APU, not good. I had to sleep with the truck running all night last night. It's blowing out cold air. Warm air, cold air last night. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know if it's a frozen something or another, or I don't know. So I don't know how much longer I can stay out here with a broken APU. I mean, I've got blankets and sleeping bags. I just don't want to burn more fuel than I have to, because now if it goes over 30 degrees, my truck won't stay idling. And the temperature's supposed to rise as the days go on. I'm in Kansas where it's 18 degrees, so that's good. I don't know, folks. Maybe I get lucky and I can get some loads to drive during the night and sleep during the day, because it is black, the sun's out, so it warms this. I mean, I have nothing on and it's like 60 degrees in here. I have the window open smoking a cigarette. All your little ones, don't smoke cigarettes, it stunts your growth. Yeah, on the way, including yesterday, I must have ran into 9 trailers, RVs, all included cars, off in ditches. And the majority of them were wiggle wagons. You know, the FedExes and the U.S. Postal Service. There was like 5 of those in the ditch. Roads here are hairy. I actually drove on ice yesterday. Yeah, they salted it, but it was so cold that the salt still didn't do anything to it. So, well, I slowed it down. I made it to my destination, which was the truck stop. And at the truck stop, they had nothing. They barely had drinks. We haven't had delivery in a week. And so, lucky I got a cup of coffee this morning. Thank God I got some food in the truck, because Flying J, that's where I stayed yesterday. Like I said yesterday, it was five pumps that were idle, that were broken. No def because it was frozen. Just a total mess. This weather is just screwing everything up. And now on the roads, there's no more than 2 inches of snow. I think 2 inches of snow are worse than having a foot of snow, because it gets tracked down real fast, turns to ice instantaneously. And you know, these western states, it's not like the Northeast. The Northeast is phenomenal. I mean, they're out before it snows, during it snow, after it snows. I mean, you go look at Buffalo compared to Colorado, Kansas, Wyoming, Utah. Now, I don't know about in the cities of those states, but on the outliers of those states, like the suburbs, you couldn't find a plow truck if you pray to God to wish you were a plow driver. It's hey, listen, I get it. There's not as many people in the Midwest and West as there are on the East Coast. So there's a lot more people doing snow removal and such. But it's the roads become treacherous. And if you're not on your game, you don't think ahead, you don't see the spray coming up off the road, now you know you're in trouble and you just gotta slow it down. So one thing you need to learn as a new truck driver coming in, winters are rough, especially in the Midwest and West. This winter happens to be, so far, the worst winter I've seen as a trucker. But my point is, if you don't see spray coming off tires of other vehicles and your own, that's an indication that the road's freezing over, and you better slow down. Slow down significantly. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to drive. That's up to your trainer. When I go around corners, I don't use the fuel pedal or the throttle at all. I lay off and let momentum take me around corners. I don't brake in corners. I don't use the cruise control. Absolutely not. When I go over bridges, because the bridges are made out of steel, they freeze before the roadways will freeze. I make sure that I'm not on throttle. You know, there's ways to drive in this inclement weather that can avoid you getting into the ditch. And obviously the most important is, two most important, slow way down and do not tailgate anybody. That's it. And if you're going slower than 40, put your four ways on and let people know that, you know what, if you want to speed, go around me, because I'm not going any faster than I am. You have to be comfortable with whatever your driving abilities are at. If you don't feel comfortable, immediately pull over. I've been getting texts or Qualcomm messages from Prime the last 3 days about bad weather, pull it over, let it pass. I'm sure Prime's lost a handful of loads, trailers, so on and so forth. Hopefully nobody's live because of this inclement weather. It affected all the states. I don't think there's one state that scathed from it. I got lucky. I was in California, but I didn't get lucky when I was in California in the mountains. I had snow-covered road. It's on the video. Donner Pass going down. Yes, it's an inch. I don't care. An inch is slicker than 5 inches. With 41,000 pounds, no Jake brakes, or Jake brake stage 1. On Peterbilt, it's really, really different. I don't know Freightliners, but stage 1 on a Peterbilt, it's not aggressive at all. But I had to on and off the brake to keep my speed low, to get down that side of the mountain. Now the mountains in the west coast versus east, the grades are the same, but the length of the downgrades or the upgrades are for miles, where the east coast you're up and you're down. So there's a difference there. But again, if you don't feel comfortable, pull the truck over and just wait it out. And it all depends on where you are. If you get lucky and you're in a city setting, then more chances are the roads would be better than if you're out in the suburbs or in the middle of the country or in a state highway. If you're on a state highway, listen, I don't have all the answers. All I have to go on is experience. If I'm seeing that we're getting snow and I have to take a state route for 50, 60 miles, I'm not going. Because state routes, forget about it, they're the last to get plowed and the last to get treated. So I am not going. I will sit it out for a day or so. I'd rather be safe than sorry, and you need to put that in your brain. There's no reason to be a hero, because all day yesterday and this morning, all I saw was trucks and cars and RVs sitting in the ditch or on their side or on their roof, and that's not where you want to be. All right? So, no load's worth your life. No load's worth loss of equipment. So remember that if you remember anything at all. It's not worth it, folks. Anyway, I'm sitting here waiting for my trailer to get loaded. I don't know how long it's going to take. It could take hours. They don't seem to be the swiftest people in the country. I've been looking at this one small little trailer sitting in a red light since I've been here. I've been here for about an hour, so I could be here for several hours. So anyway, I'm safe. I'm here. I'm at the 90, and we'll see what the next trip takes us. I know I need to head back east because of my APU issues. All right, listen, stay safe, make great decisions, and just drive safely, man. That's my message. Drive safely. Peace out.